Namaste. I'm Jyoti. I'm the founder director of AJANTA VIHARA Institute of Spiritual Sciences. In today's video, once again, I bring you insights into fifth dimensional consciousness. Today, I want to focus as to what is stopping us from aligning ourselves to this beautiful consciousness, which is all about love in our life. All that we think of, all that we want to experience is love. Whether it's love for our job, love for career, love for parents, love for partner, love for life, love for our lifestyle, love for money, love for home, love for stability. There's love involved. We want to experience love. We want to experience love for another human being. We all want to be nice. Look at the children. Most of the children, when they're 2 years, 3 years, they're so nice to each other. They're all the time giving and loving. Expression of love is the most important expression at that age. And then as we start to grow up, somehow we learn not to express, somehow we learn not to show love, somehow we learn not to be in that unconditional love space. Somehow we learn not to be loving, not to be loving to ourselves, not to be loving to others, because everything starts becoming transactional. Everything is about give and take. Everything is about what did I give, what did I get in return. Even birthday parties have return gift, right? If you don't give return gift, kids feel offended. Relationships have become very transactional. That's fourth dimensional consciousness, because everything is so time bound that you want to experience maximum of validation, you want to experience maximum of recognition, respect, identification of self through all that is time bound. And so we are caught up between life and death, and there's nothing wrong in allowing yourself to experience the best before you die, but the fear of death should not make you live. So in this consciousness, it is very important to understand, that is the fifth dimensional consciousness. It's very important to understand what is it that's stopping us from aligning ourselves to this consciousness. So this video is going to be about that. Now, most of us travel today. All of us travel. Some of us maybe travel by road, some of us do a bike ride, some of us use bicycles, some of us do buses, public transport. We've got private cars and planes and trains and jets and spaceships also for some of us. Now let's try to understand what is stopping us through this travel that we do all the time. We are traveling. All of us are traveling. We are on this journey, right, from fourth dimensional consciousness to fifth dimensional consciousness. Now, if you want to say that I'm going to opt out of it, trust me, the choice has not happened. It's like you're living on Earth. Now, you can't just jump up and say, hey, you know what, you guys continue to live on Earth, I'm going to go and live on Jupiter. You need something to go and live on Jupiter, right? You need to reach there. So you need something to take you there and something for you to breathe there. So you are on Earth, right? Same way all of us are in this journey. Whether we like it or not like it, we are there. We can choose to be ignorant about it, but we are in this journey together. It's like traveling, say, in a plane or a train. There are so many passengers. Some you know, some you don't know, some you meet whom you have known earlier, with some you become friends with. People are all the time moving in and out. While you are on this journey, your co-passengers keep changing. Some co-passengers become friends that you have for life, and some co-passengers just are there for some moments for you to have an experience. Now, when you're traveling and you've got your co-passenger, of course, your starting point of that journey is decided, and your end point of that journey is decided. So let us not look at it as life and death right now. Let us look at it where we are. We are in our four-dimensional consciousness, the transitional space. We are there. We are starting from there, because I'm going to explain to you how we have to move forward. So we're starting from there. What is our destination? Our destination is this beautiful, beautiful high frequency life that we want to experience for ourselves in fifth dimension. So we are moving into this fifth dimensional experience. This journey that is there from our current state to that fifth dimensional life experience is the transition that we are getting into. Now, this journey is going to be experienced by each of our co-passenger in a different way, including ourselves. So many people board a plane, so many people travel in the train together, but each one has a different experience. Some of the passengers crib about the travel. Some of the passengers are all the time angry, with the amenities, facilities, service. Some passengers are always looking for validation of the crew, the co-passengers. Some passengers just take up a book and start utilizing this time to read the book. Some of the passengers enjoy their food. Different passengers bring different kind of experiences to this journey, but each passenger is experiencing the whole journey, to this destination in their own unique way. Now, it is entirely your choice whether you want to be that passenger who is angry, who is irritated, who's fearful, who's got travel fears, and who's like, hey, you can't be saying this, you don't know what happened to me. Yes, of course, I totally understand, and I totally get it that you've gone through certain traumas and you're carrying on the shadows of that trauma. But it is entirely your choice to release it or to hang on to it, and let this experience become very, very fearful, painful, and full of suffering. You're creating another trauma for yourself because of the shadow of past trauma. So it is entirely choice of each of us as to how we want to experience this journey. Again, emphasizing in this word, each of us have a choice, because we do, right? We are on this journey. You can't avoid it. Destination is already decided. You can't avoid it. What you can actually change for yourself is this experience. How are you going to change this experience? It starts with a very beautiful word, which most of the scriptures, most of the holy books, wisdom of the ages, some of the great teachers have been talking about, and that word is attachment. Now, most of us somehow, are conditioned to understand this attachment as something that comes out of greed. So, oh, don't be greedy of money, you are attached. Oh, don't be too expecting in a relationship, then you will get attached. It's somehow attachment to us is an extension of, or is another word for greed. And that is where we don't even realize, most of the times we are caught up with this whole guilt about holding on to that greed, which is making us attached. And guilt always asks for punishment. So all the time we are punishing ourselves, by either not allowing ourselves to move out of that situation, or not even allowing ourselves to understand how we can actually experience what this fifth dimensional consciousness is all about, which in a layman's language you can say complete abundance. How do you experience complete abundance? Complete abundance is going to come when you move beyond fear, right? When you allow yourself to be in that stage of love, unconditional love. Now, for that, for you to experience unconditional love. And that is the only thing we desire whole our life. From the time we start this journey, all that we want is love. We want love from our parents, our family members, we want love from our job, we want love from our bosses, we want love. We want to be in peace and harmony with everybody. Essentially, we want to be loved. That is the core need of every human being. But that love that we are seeking can only come when we allow ourselves oneness consciousness, which means that there is no fear of separation holding us back or not letting us be part of beautiful experiences. We are currently into so much of such strong separation consciousness. That's what time bound 4th-dimensional existence has done to us. We are continuously in separation with everything. We are in separation with death, we are in separation with job, we are in separation with life, we are in separation with loved ones. There is there is always a fear of losing something. When you have fear of losing, when you have fear of unknown or any kind of fear, that means you're already into separation consciousness, because you believe that thing is not yours. You believe that thing does not belong to you. It's come to you only for a short duration. It's going to go away. What we don't understand is that nothing goes away. Every energy that comes to us has to transform into something, has to change into something, or gets exchanged. So it is very, very important for us to understand this word attachment, because that's where the key lies. Now, what is this attachment? This attachment that we are talking about, which is going to help you move faster and have a great experience. Your journey, your travel is going to carry this beautiful experience if you allow yourself to understand what is this attachment. So when you are traveling in a plane, do you get attached to, say, your plate of food, or do you get attached to that food you bought, or do you get attached to that blanket that you got there? Do you get attached to your seat? Do you get attached to the air hostess or the pilot? No, you don't. Do you get attached to the plane? No, you don't. So first you have to understand that what you do get attached to while in the plane. Let me just finish that bit. What you do get attached is your comfort. What you do get attached is that book that you're carrying. What you do get attached is how the other person is behaving with you. That these are the attachments that you have in that space. Within that bigger space called train or plane, you got certain attachments, which means that first these attachments have to go. People who allow these attachments to go, you must have seen even during travel and all, people who are chilled, who are easy, who are cool, who are taking things in a very positive manner, are not negative about their travel, are the people who normally end up having great experiences, end up making friends, friends sometimes for lifetime. Thus, what this is trying to bring to our awareness is that any experience that you might have had, please start becoming very observant about your experiences while you're traveling. There's so much to learn while you are traveling. The attachment needs to be looked inside. What are we attached to? Because whatever we are attached to is keeping us at a frequency where we cannot enjoy this journey that we are into. And it's a journey that's not going like this, it's a journey that's going like this. So if you are if there are attachment cords that you have, which are making you carry so much of baggage, because each cord is tied to this huge baggage of yours, then ascending is going to be very, very difficult. So, for example, what are your attachment cords? Your attachment cord to your past trauma, your attachment cords to your anger, your attachment cord to your irritation. I hear all the time, oh, I get so angry with this behavior, I get so irritated. that's because there is an attachment to that kind of a thing. Your allergies, your headache, your stomach issues, anything to do with what your body is carrying, or emotionally as depression or anything you're carrying, are what? These are result of your attachment cords. So first, it's an internal journey. You need to let go of these attachment cords. Once you let go of these attachment cords, you have offloaded so much of your extra baggage. Why do planes have certain guidelines for weight? Why there is a restriction? Because if you carry more than that, the plane will not be able to take off. It's risky. Same way, if you want to take off, first you have to offload. You cannot carry excess baggage. You cannot carry extra baggage. Excess baggage is just not allowed. And identify what is the baggage that you want to let go. Once you've identified what is the baggage you want to let go, you will realize that it's becoming easier and easier every time you offload one extra bag out there. For that, you have to be very authentic. You cannot be standing and fighting with somebody and say, hey, you need to allow me, I will pay you anything. After a point, even payment is not going to work because there's a limit. So you need to first be very authentic and ask yourself, do I really need all that I'm carrying right now with me? Do I need these extra baggages? Do I really need these extra, things that I'm carrying with myself? Can I offload something? What is it that I need to offload? Why am I attached to this? How can I let go of this attachment? When you start asking this, you start a process of expanding your awareness, which means you start a process of allowing yourself to get more and more knowledge, information, as to what are the blockages, what are the barriers, and how you can finally align yourself to that abundance, that fifth dimensional consciousness holds, which means that oneness, which means that love we all have been seeking for generations and generations, and in turn have ended up finding a little bit of it, a lot of it, but still seeking. So it is important first for us to let go of these baggages, identify what we are attached to, be very, very authentic. I've been using this word for so many times this year, and I'm still encouraging each one of you. This is a very important word, authentic. Being authentic helps you take courage. Taking courage helps you with willingness, which is 310 hertz frequency. Willingness helps you fall in love with yourself because you're not seeking others' validation. This willingness, this self-love is required for you to ascend. It's like you're upgrading yourself. You're moving yourself into a business class. You're moving yourself into a private jet, as you upgrade yourself. And then, of course, your destination. I mean, imagine if you are able to upgrade yourself to that extent that you got your own private jet. You have a lot of flexibility and the journey can be beautiful. So attachment is an important word. Now explore attachment for your internal journey before you even think where you want to ascend and how you want to ascend, because it starts from inside. It starts from inside, and then it will take you to wherever you want to go. In my next video, I'll bring you more insights as to how you can ascend, what are different stages to our existence, and how we can ascend by understanding these stages. Till next time, love and light.